Hey, gang, gang. How is everybody? Just give me a second here. Let TikTok in. Let's change that. Today, we're going to do something different. Happy channel anniversary to YouTube. Sorry, guys. All right, here we go. All right, guys. So, happy birthday to the channel, Lovelee Soul Empress. It's our 3rd year, gang, gang, okay? I think this is about the 1-year anniversary for TikTok, okay? So, yeah, big day, okay? So, rather than doing the elements today, Spirit wants me to do something else. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, so for those of you who's just coming in on TikTok, okay, so today is the Lovelee Soul Empress channel on YouTube's anniversary. It's 3 years, okay? And this is about the 1-year anniversary for TikTok. Okay, so Spirit wants me to do something else. What's good, Cynthia? Okay, so this is what's going to happen today. We're going to talk about some things, but we're going to do a spiritual conversation, all right? I really highly suggest that you stick around, okay? Because this week is going to be a doozy, okay? It's going to be a doozy, and the energy is going to be ping-ponging all over the place, okay? So we need to have a little discussion, okay? What's good, cheerfully sweet, all right? So stay focused, guys, all right? We're not doing the elements today. This is going to be much better, okay? So let me explain. So I told you guys, I've been telling you guys over the last couple of weeks that that Pluto is starting a new 20-year transit. And this is going to be everything that we got coming on and what we're building for the next 20 years. Now, what was happening was that Pluto was going to run in to Aquarius, okay, for a couple of months, and then today Pluto goes retrograde. Okay, he'll be there till October, I believe. Now let me explain what's going to happen. This Pluto going into Aquarius is to break away systems that is holding back the collective, both in your personal life and, you know, as an overall community. Okay. Alialu, what's happening, right? So I feel like these next couple of months of Pluto retrograde, what we're going to see is a lot of push back to freedom, okay? But that pushback is going to be the catalyst to the breakthrough. Stick with me, all right? Change your focus, all right? So there's something going on where we need to be redirected to what we should be paying attention to right now, all right? Because we're in Mercury retrograde as well, okay? And we've been spending the last couple of weeks kind of going over, you know, what we've accomplished, what we haven't accomplished, what we need to here we go. We're not even playing with y'all people today. Okay. So, what we need to accomplish so that we can move forward, right? So that's what we've been looking at for the last couple of weeks, whether you're aware of this or not. Why can't I get this off? Okay. So now that we're getting ready to move, okay, which like May 16th, I believe, Jupiter is going to go into Taurus, and this is going to cause us to start going after the things that we want, right? So you have basically 2 weeks to get your mind right. All right, you got 2 weeks to get your mind right. Okay, so it's important, this conversation today. All right, so now also this week we have a lunar eclipse, which is going to close the the window between the solar eclipse that we had on the 21st. So this is big energy, all right? Also, we got Venus and Mars going to be standing next to each other in the house of Cancer by the end of the fucking week. So it's like a lot going on, all right? Balance. And I just said the Venus and Mars, they're going to be standing next to each other in the house of Cancer, the house of emotion, all right? So we need to like clear out the cobwebs. Sorry, I never meant to make you cry, but tonight I'm cleaning out my closet, right? What are you not seeing before this next chapter? You got to observe in reverse. What are you not seeing? Okay? Daydreaming takes me where I wanna be, right? You got daydreams and decisions. Listen, May 16th, when Jupiter moves into Taurus, which is the house of finances, it's an opportunity to make some of these financial decisions work for you. The things that you've been wanting to manifest, okay? But like I said, it's important that you are clearing, you see, well-deserved rewards, right? So it's like if you do the work now and peel away the mental clutter, Spirit said, and seek the answers, you will get the reward, all right? So healing begins and solar plexus chakra, right? There's something, listen, with lunar eclipses, you usually get a shocking moment, okay? And with the Mercury retrograde, we're also talking about something coming out, something being revealed, and it feels like something from the past. Okay, so something could come up to trigger a memory of something that you have to clear out to move forward. This could definitely be around your perception of money or how you feel. Like, let's say, for instance, that you always feel that money gotta, okay, here's one. Like, money is the root of all evil, right? Many of us heard that, right? So this could be the very frequency that keeps you repelling the money if you were brought up that way, right? Or like, let's say lack mentality can have you feeling like, you know, money never stays in my pocket. So then that's the frequency that you project outward. And then money, you know, doesn't stay in your fucking pocket, right? So we're talking about switching the internal dialogue to manifest the things that we want. Hi, my loves, okay? So how many times have we caused ourselves pain because we failed to pause and think, how would my best self view and respond to this situation? Also, because people are in this Mercury retrograde, there's a lot of misunderstandings in communication, okay? So, you know, try not to react in the moment. Try to take a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes a day before you respond to some bullshit, right? When our hearts yearn for action and growth, we should care little about what society says is possible or prudent, right? Spirit said this is no longer the time to worry about what other people are thinking about us, that the decisions that we make right now, they have to be based on what we feel is for our higher selves. This isn't a group effort, Spirit said. This isn't a group effort. Okay? They're showing me like a ball and chain. In other words, limiting beliefs that other people have put on us. Grand Rising, my love, okay? That people have put on us, all right? And then it says here, let us not hope for mere chance to change our story. Let us summon the courage to change it ourselves. Some will stand in our way, but we mustn't hide or minimize ourselves any longer. What's good, Copenhagen? Oh, thank you, babes. Today is the 3-year anniversary of Lovelee Soul Empress on YouTube, okay? So I feel like Spirit saying with this, let us not hope for mere chance to change our story, you know, like nothing worth having, it's like nothing worth having, you have to fight for things, okay? It's like the saying is disappearing from me. Okay, but it's like you can't expect that somebody else is gonna pave the way for you. Okay, you also have Let us awaken now and realize there's greater joy, vibrancy, and freedom available to each of us. Because even though you may be afraid to go against what people might think of you, or to step out of the shadows, to go after something with your chest out, that once you do, that's like the joy that comes from that is because authenticity is divine. So like if you really want to be closer to God, the universe, spirit, whatever you classify it as, the way you can do that is by being your authentic self. And this world may show you things that make you believe that you need to conform to be accepted, but that is the allure of the negative. That is giving into fear, okay? Spirit, can you show me anything else that we need from this deck before we continue? There is no beauty in the world more perfect, more awe-inspiring, and more human and transfixing than unfiltered and unashamed love, right? And you can't really give that to someone else, or you can't accept it from someone else until you allow yourself to give that to yourself, okay? So Spirit's like, oftentimes, and you know, depending on our individual traumas, because we all have them, you know, a lot of our 20s is spent on searching for acceptance, guys. And if we focused more of that time, okay, on accepting who we truly are, we would find ourselves further ahead, okay? So, and you know, and I say this to you, and I've had many awakenings because they come in cycles, okay? But I am so awe-inspired by all of the young people on YouTube and on TikTok who are getting the transformation, okay? Because like my major transformation didn't come until I was like 49, right? So I feel like, you know, what Spirit is saying there is don't put it off, okay? Don't put it off, because it's gonna happen anyway. Like, you're gonna have to face it anyway, okay? Yeah, a trailblazer. Be a trailblazer, okay? Let us not forget that our simple efforts and daily triumphs can gather weight and motion to become an unstoppable force towards a focused and free life. Exactly what I'm saying, okay? Instead of putting it off to the inevitable, make a conscious decision every day, and especially this fucking week, because the energy is gonna be right? It's going to be up until Wednesday. Expect a lot of push-pull very fast, okay? I feel like Friday's going to be shaky, okay? Let me just say, if you're going to go out Friday for Cinco de Mayo, right? Which is like, you know, everybody wants to partake in Cinco de Mayo, go out and have a drink. Be mindful of the company you're keeping this Cinco de Mayo, okay? Be mindful of the amount of alcohol that you could take in, okay? Because of the retrograde and because of the eclipse, this can lead to a lot of friction, or you could have a great time. You feel me? So it's like you'll have more fun if you maintain a balance, because remember, you're not the only person who's feeling this energy. And I was just saying to you guys, like, there's something here about being cautious with responses, okay? Because the triggers are going to come from outside of ourselves, but they're to take a look at ourselves, okay? So I feel like because this is Venus and Mars, okay, and because Pluto's going into retrograde and we have the Mercury retrograde, I'm going to do a you versus them. Okay, we're going to take a look at the masculine and the feminine. All right, so let me break it down for you. So for those of you who've never seen me do a you versus them for the collective, okay, this is how it works, all right? Whether you're a man or a woman, whatever you classify yourself, that's not the point here, okay? You're going to look at the person in the relationship that is more masculine and the person that's more feminine. Whether this is a personal relationship, romantic relationship, family member, you choose the person. I'm going to take the two sides. You're going to be very shocked how much it resonates. Okay? So, Spirit, show me what is the mutual energy for the collective. Okay? What is the mutual energy for the collective? Ace of Swords, a truth. Okay? Sorry, I never meant to make you cry, but tonight I'm cleaning up my closet. Everybody's having personal revelations. This is the mutual energy for both of you. Okay, Spirit, can you show me the feminine energy, male or female, the feminine energy in this relationship? How do they see this situation, Spirit? The Emperor. About power, about equality, about personal growth. Spirit, can you show me how does the masculine see this relationship, please? Six of Pentacles. They see it as something that isn't reciprocal, or that doesn't want to be reciprocal by either party. We will clarify. Spirit, can you show me what the feminine sees as the blockage? The King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is just one card down from the Emperor. All right, so it's something about stability. You may not feel that this person offers you some type of rooted energy, or that you can rely on them, or you may feel like they prevent you from being the King of Pentacles. Okay, Spirit, can you show me how the masculine sees this situation? Okay, the Death card, something needs to transform. Okay, Spirit, can you show me the most, what the feminine would like to be the solution to this problem? Temperance crossed. It feels like you would like some healing, but you don't know how to achieve that. With the Nine of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, you may feel feminines. Two scenarios where maybe this masculine is either restrictive or controlling of your financial independence, or that this person hampers your financial independence, okay? And it may be something that you wish you could heal, or that you have tried to heal. I am doing a collective for the channel anniversary today. So just kick back and enjoy, okay? So Spirit, how would the masculine like to handle this, okay? Ten of Swords, okay? With the World. The masculine may feel like there's a need to put an end to something because there's been so much betrayal, maybe on both sides, or they feel like there's something that can't come back from. Okay, with the Queen of Pentacles here, they actually do see you, or you held some type of quintessential spouse. So it's not that they didn't see a worthiness in the situation. Wheel of Fortune with the Ace of Cups. It looks like this person, this masculine, may feel like what's love got to do with it? What's love but a second-hand emotion? Right? Like that there could be something that can't be resolved, or they fear that. Okay, so we are going to take a deck and we're going to go deeper. Okay? I'm also hearing, who's sorry now? Okay? So there's somebody here with regrets. Okay? All right, there's the Ace of Swords in the middle of the, hey, babes. This is the mutual, okay? So there's a lot of, hey, Jen. There's a lot of uncovering of personal truths, mutual truths. Okay, Spirit, show me. Why is this Ace of Swords here? Why is this Ace of Swords here? With the Three of Wands. There's an acknowledgement by both sides here that whatever the truth is has to be looked at so that way forward motion could happen, whatever that may look like, whether it's together or apart. Do you understand? It's like looking at the truth to be able to move forward. With the Knight of Pentacles, you both could have felt like progress was too slow. Thank you guys for all the love. I greatly appreciate you. All right, and the Magician, okay, it feels like, understandable, yes, right. So it feels like with the Magician, you may have, let's say the masculine and the feminine may have two dueling reasons why they want to transform something and how that looks. And that could be the conflict. Okay, those of you in separation of something that happened recent, you may hear from this person by the end of the week. For some of you, it's closure. For others, good morning, my loves. For others of you, it's like hearing what this person's up to. Okay, for those of you in a relationship with this person, but there could be like opposing energies. I feel like a conversation is going to take place. All right, let's look at what the feminine energy here, why they see this situation as the Emperor. And you know, as the feminine, you may revere this person as an Emperor. Maybe you thought they were a good provider, or you could have also felt like they were a little too controlling. Yeah. You got the Ace of Cups. I mean, the Two of Cups here. It's like saying, didn't we almost have it all? Like, it could have been perfect, but there's a but there, okay? And then you have the Fool here coming out cross. I feel like there was something that was tried to be repaired at least one time, if not more times, okay? You may be at a crossroads, feminine energy, whether you're male or female, feeling like, if I give this another chance, does this just make me look foolish? If I entertain this, okay, because you also have the Ace of Discs here, right? So it's like you're also saying, and do I still really have the passion for this? Like, you could be looking at the reasons that we're here. You could be looking at your personal motivation, right? Like, why the fuck is it that I can't get this person out of my system, even though I feel like they're mad controlling and we keep going in circles? Am I doing it out of ego, or is there real passion there? Or do I have the strength to continue something there? It feels like the feminine is questioning the viability of something. Okay, now the Six of Pentacles is out here for how the masculine sees things. Okay, and it's in crossed, okay? Yeah. So the masculine feels like the King of Wands, okay? They want to be the leader. Follow the leader. They feel like there's too much questioning or too much wanting to compromise. The King of Wands likes to take action, and then, you know, their motto would be more like, rather to ask for forgiveness than permission. So this person may have trouble giving equally, or they could feel that from you. But often what we think other people are doing to us is also a reflection of what we're projecting, right? The Four of Cups here with the Four of Pentacles. I feel like the Four of Cups is talking about not being sure if you want to do something. Okay, this is a collective for everybody. You're actually gonna enjoy this, hon. And if you missed the beginning, you can go over to YouTube and rewind. Okay, it is you versus them, masculine and feminine. Okay, so the Four of Cups, this person doesn't know if they really should give to something, and they're actually holding back. Four of Pentacles. Because I feel like it makes them feel like to compromise is to surrender. And that could be the problem, okay? The feminine could be feeling like I can't get this person to meet me halfway. Okay, so let's continue here. Okay, so the feminine has the King of Pentacles here in the blockage. Okay, you may feel like security is in question, okay, or that this person maybe wants to dominate or cause you to for instance, let's say you're with a masculine who believes that the feminine should stay home, right? So that hampers you from making money that makes you independent, right? Or you could feel like, hey, you want me to treat you as the emperor and listen to everything you say, but I make more money. But you want all the power. So like it could be for either situation. All right, so the King of Pentacles is here, Spirit. Why is that? Why is that? With the Page of Wands in reverse, you feel like this person makes the worst decisions financially. Right? So you may not be wanting to lead, but it's like you want this person to mature, and because it's like they want to tell you, I'm the man, I make the decisions, or I'm the masculine. They could be feminine, right? It could be a woman in masculine energy, right? But this person is saying basically, I make the decisions as the King of Wands. You don't tell me how to be in my masculine energy. That's actually making me hold back from you. It feels like the feminine is saying, I understand that you want to be the emperor, but I can't keep going through these decisions that make me feel insecure in my stability, whether this is romantic or financial. Right? So they have the Death card as what they see as the blockage, okay? So the masculine here feels that something needs to transform, whether it's male or female, okay? Yeah, I'm telling you, I know it will resonate because this is collective energy that we're all going through. Each element may have a slight difference as to how they respond, but believe me, the energy is the overall situation for the collective, whatever department. It could be love, it could be money, it could be anything. Friends, right? Family. Death card, Spirit, can you show me? And if you're single, this could be your relationship with your boss, a family member, a friend, right? This could be what was not unpacked in your last relationship and you're carrying it around like luggage, right? Bag lady, right? So you got the Death card here coming out with the Five of Cups crossed, okay? This person made a decision outwardly that said, fuck it, 2 tears in a bucket. It can't be resolved, right? And they don't want to look at the Five of Cups. Like, yeah, I have some, I might be crying over spilled milk. Fuck it, it happened. But I'm going to put it over here, and I refuse to look at it because it's over now, right? So it's like putting it behind you and not wanting to look at it, right? Like putting it in the box, sliding it under the bed, right? And this person could be like protesting too much, like saying to the world, like, nah, I'm good. Like, I'm glad it's over, right? And there are some aspects that they are glad that it's over because whatever the conflict was, right? But there's emotion attached to it and they don't necessarily want to look at it. And this is why I was saying that around the lunar eclipse, expect some kind of news or some kind of contact, because like that it's gonna come up. Okay, because that's the cracking open. So you have the Temperance here crossed as to how you would like to handle it, feminines. Okay, with the Temperance here crossed and the Ten of Wands, you could be saying to yourself, like, no matter how much I want to heal this, I don't think it can be. Because the Wands, the Ten of Wands, it keeps happening and I keep trying to fix it. And I keep trying to do it. And can I heal with this person? It's like you're questioning whether you could heal with this person. Justice card, that, and there's, listen, and you're gonna have to divide some stuff, feminines. I'm gonna holla at y'all for a second. Right? You're gonna have to divide some stuff. Are you doing this because it gives you justice and you feel like this is what you need to do, or are you trying to punish somebody else? Okay, because that will hamper or put off. And I'm not saying you shouldn't be out from a situation that doesn't make you happy or that you feel like somebody's controlling you, right? But be careful that don't use spite, because the sword cuts both ways, is all I'm saying. Okay? Don't use spite, okay? Try to make these decisions, these responses out of your higher self, okay? Which doesn't mean that your answer will be different, right? You could be like, listen, I got nothing but love for you, baby. I got nothing but love for you, honey, but I can't fix this, right? So it doesn't have to be a fuck you, don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could still come at it from the higher self. And I feel like Spirit is encouraging you to do that. Okay, because this Temperance coming out cross is also referring to like a roadblock in the healing of the situation. And that part is you. Because whether this person is here or there isn't, the healing is going to come from within, not from outer. Okay, now with the Ten of Swords here, this person, okay, the masculine, feels betrayed and may also be acknowledging some betrayal. Okay, so Spirit, can we look at this Ten of Swords and why the masculine feels that this is most likely the outcome? So there's something here, okay, so I'm going to give it to you in two ways, because this could go either way. Let's say that you are more, the feminine is more financially solvent, or has more money, or you make more money. Okay, so if the feminine makes more money, the fact that you maybe shut something down or in this separation, right, this person could have had a realization like, oh, so the reason why I was trying to be controlling about my decisions was because I was trying to restrict this person's power, because I felt not as powerful, and that felt like a betrayal to me, right? That felt like a betrayal to me, right? And with the Nine of Cups, like I'm trying to free myself from that feeling of feeling less, okay? And the Ten of Pentacles, I feel like I have to build myself. That's one way if the feminine makes more money. Right? If the masculine makes more money, this masculine could be coming to the realization that something about the way, like let's say this person bought a house, they did all these things in the relationship with you, but they were emotionally unavailable to the feminine, right? They could feel like a betrayal, right? Because let's say you've been together for 15 years, right? They could feel like, you know how much I've done for this relationship, because they're quantifying it like in the things they provided, which should be honored, right? But it's like the Nine of Cups, but I try to make you happy. And the Ten of Pentacles, I gave everything. but maybe it wasn't in the way that the feminine needed it. And there could be some realization and an ego death with the Ten of Swords here. As you see, there's a shadow raising up of like, oh, you know, I didn't really understand what you wanted from me. Hangman. Okay, it feels like everybody here is like in an energy of like trying to examine how did you get here? Nobody's supposed to be here. Right? It's like, how the fuck did we get here? What happened? Right? And it's not just about looking at the other person, because it feels like a give and take. Okay, so both people didn't always respond in the most helpful manner. Okay, let's go a little deeper. Let's see what's in the fucking shadows. Can we see what's in the shadows? I feel like that's important. Both sides resonate. And you know why it's going to be both sides resonate? Because don't forget that in each of us, we have a masculine and feminine in us. So we battle our own masculine and feminine energy. This person is battling their own masculine and feminine energy. You were raised in one house with one type of traumatic situation or whatever. They're raised in another way. And here we are in relationships trying to view things in a mutually productive way. The problem is oftentimes we're looking through our own lens or in our own mirror to the situations that we need to be healed in, and we can project them. Okay, so Spirit, can you show me what is in the shadows for the feminine energy? What is in the shadows for the feminine? What could they be hiding from themselves or from this person? I don't know what to say. This goes back to the beginning, okay? And if you guys are just coming in on TikTok, you should head over to YouTube where you can really see the whole reading. But there was a lot of things that you held back or didn't say, or you might have felt like, well, this person is sensitive. They're the King of Wands. They don't like me to tell them what to do. But you might have felt like, you know, or you could have got ghosted. It's like feeling like you didn't get to say what you should have said. Or like, you ever argue with somebody and think about all the shit you should have said after? Right? So shoulda, woulda, couldas are lingering for the divine feminine. Whether this is about you taking on your power, like standing up for your power sooner, or it could be like, you know, I wish I would have had a chance to say this, or I should have fucking said that, right? We are more alike than I admit, feminines. I feel like in their absence, whether this is physically absent or energetically absent, you may be recognizing that some of the responses that you have when you're triggered to things that are apart from this person, like highlight some of the same, I'm gonna keep it a fucking buck, insecurity. So if your interactions with other people and they may say something benign, like something not important, and it triggers like the same line or makes you feel a similar way, that may be an indication that you need to look at why. Like maybe for the feminines that I'm speaking to, there could have been in your childhood a dominant masculine, and that the real reason why this is hard for you is because you're not just challenging the relationship with this masculine, but you're challenging a childhood remnants of being controlled. Whether it was it could be your mom who was masculine. I'm just saying. Right? So, you may feel like all my life I had a fight in this relationship, but were you doing that prior to? Are you doing that in other areas that make you feel like you have to fight authority? All right, Spirit, can you show me what the masculine has in the shadow, please? What the masculine energy feels in the shadow, male or female? Spirit, can you show me? I want to tell you so much. I told you that there was an energy here of like feeling pain but not wanting to allow themselves to recognize pain, right? So it's like who can I run to when I need love, right? We are not right for each other. And I told you that this person was thinking like, we keep going through something, right? But I feel like underneath that is that they feel like admitting that they miss you, admitting that they feel pain means that they would have to do something about it. It's the King of Wands, right? They take action. So to not do that, they would rather, because it scares them. What if you reject them, right? They don't take no for an answer, not normally, right? And this would be something that they don't have control over, right? It's making them feel powerless right now, especially like when I was saying about the disparagement of the incomes or something like that. This masculine, male or female, could have grown up in a traditional family where making more money or making the decisions, in their mind represents masculinity. Okay? Anything else from this deck? Anything mutually that they might feel, Spirit? Anything mutually? I couldn't tell you face to face. I tell you that when a conversation happens, it's going to be on the phone or it's going to be in text. It's going to be in some way. Some of you are just going to wake up to a long ass text. Okay, I scared myself that day. It feels like the last conversation was very Ace of Swords, very honest but hurtful. Like all the swords were drawn. All the swords are drawn, okay? I am doing just a collective because today is my channel anniversary, but yes, I feel like this is a doozy of a week and we needed to concentrate more on what our relationships and interactions are going to be because of the lunar eclipse, Pluto going retrograde, Mercury already being in retrograde, which is why I chose this particular reading. Okay? Spirit. Yes, it was a painful conversation, correct, right? So now that everybody's in their prospective corners, they have time to reflect on the things that were said, correct? Yes, yes. And I feel like, most times I'm going to come on, I'm going to do the elements. But when I feel like there's major energy, I'm going to come on and do some shit like this, okay? So we could get more in depth and you guys can actually see like more of the underlying interpersonal frequencies. You understand? Spirit, can you show me anything else that the divine feminine and the divine masculine need to be aware of? Maybe to heal themselves, to navigate this week. What else needs to be known? Okay, you got adjudication here. Pathway. Yes, please, guys. I don't come on and ask you guys for anything. I do ask that you help me grow. Okay, so if you can follow and like. Anything else? Courtship crossed. Ah, you guys are wonderful. Okay, and thoughts crossed and distant horizons. Whatever's going to happen, and I'm going to clarify these. This person, and this could be both of y'all, trying not to think of each other. Okay? Trying to and that might actually be good because maybe right now the focus should be on yourself, right? Okay? So, Spirit, can you show me why is this judication here for the collective, divine masculine and divine feminine? Can you show me? Trap, right? So both of yous, in a way, feel like if you have conversation or you try to work it out, both of you feel like the other person is manipulative. Thank you for the mic, babes. And try to trap each other. So it's like you might have already missed a couple phone calls on purpose. I feel like they died out. I feel like now there might be some thinking like maybe I should have answered the phone. Nah, no, it was probably for the best. It probably would have just pulled me back in, is the energy I'm feeling. Spirit, why is this pathway here? Why is pathway here, please? Why is pathway here? Something else is here. So you got pathway coming out with commitment. It's like trying to break free from the ties that bind because you feel like this is what will take you further where you're trying to go. With alliance, it's like you're like, yeah, we was committed to each other, but committed to what? Committed to toxicity, committed to what? So it's like you're trying to break free of something here, right? You may feel like you haven't slept soundly in a long time. Like you could be feeling like, do I miss this person? Yes. But it shouldn't be so hard, right? It shouldn't be so hard. But in the back of the mind, both the masculine and the feminine is like, sweetheart, we can share a storybook romance. Won't you be mine? You know, Casanova, I know that you'll be true. And that's why, right? So there's like residual energy that both of yous are fighting against. Because it's like both of yous, for different reasons, may feel like this is the best solution because something was like you kept trying at something. Okay? So you got courtship here coming out crossed. Spirit, can we look at this? Why is this here for the collective? So this is the reasoning why each of you is holding back. You've got the courtship card here coming out cross. What haven't we tried? What can be attained? Is it a healthy courtship, right? Or is it just a natural disaster? Are we avoiding chaos by avoiding each other, right? But with the daydreaming takes me where I wanna be. And at the bottom of the deck, you have eternal love. So you may feel in your heart like, I'm gonna let it go. I think I better let it go, right? But that motherfucker might be my twin flame. But I'm gonna let it go because it's caused me so much pain. But they could be my fucking twin flame. Right? So you got thoughts here coming out crossed with friendship. And this is why the phone call is coming. You got thoughts coming out here crossed with friendship. Okay, so maybe we're no good for each other. Maybe we're no good for each other. Maybe I have to accept that. But does that mean I have to tank everything? Right? Something could happen to either one of yous or like mutually. Like let's say a situation happens with a mutual friend, right? That makes you be in proximity of each other. Right? Some of yous feminines This person's going to contact you. They're going to send you a long ass text. They're not going to mention anything that happened between y'all. They're going to talk about something else that maybe is happening outside of you guys that gives them the ability to contact you without having to have that conversation. Okay, and I feel like you could get triggered, ladies, or feminine energy. You could be, you know, a man in your feminine energy, right? I feel like it triggers you, but something has to be said. And you know, in your pile, feminines, you had a lot of feeling like you didn't get to say everything. Okay, you got memories and ideas. Okay, I feel like this gives a chance for at least closure. I also feel like this is the masculine recognizing that something that happens outside or something that happens with them gives them the ability or the opportunity to reach out. Okay, they may mention something that happened between the two of yous long before, like in a nostalgic, positive way. Okay, readiness, adventure. I feel like this person, they're having second thoughts, okay, because they have the readiness and adventure. It's like in their heart they want to try again, but they're wearing a mask, okay, and it may be because they feel like the origin of the problem is a large one, okay. They also may feel like in the relationship, feminines, you may have been more emotionally open. Okay, so it may be a lot of times when you guys had problems, you would lead them through the problem, like help them be more open, and you're not doing that, right? So they could feel like, let's say something's happening with them, they could be like, where's my personal coach? Like, I need my personal coach. Okay, so maybe we're not good for each other, but does it mean that we shouldn't be friends, that we can't be friends? Like, this person feels like family, right? But they also may feel like you may be disturbed by them. Okay, they also could feel like, for those of the masculines that were making more and sacrificed what they view as everything, they may feel like opening contact with you may mean that they have to carry the weight of it, okay, of what went wrong, and they don't want to, okay, because they feel like it's not all their fault. So with the merit making, they're like, I'm not gonna lick your boots and like indulge you so that we could be on the same page again with the justice. Okay, so it's like they have, this is for everybody, my love. It's like they want to contact you, they want to be able to rely on the connection, but they fear your reaction, right? Or what it means, like if they give you that, then does that mean that the feminine is going to think that we're back together? Because I still feel like we have issues that can't be correspond, you know, that we're not like on the same page, but doesn't mean I don't miss them. It doesn't mean I don't need the friendship. It doesn't mean, so there's still a lot of, and you know, Mercury comes out of retrograde, I think it's like the 15th or the 16th, but then it'll still be in shadow to the rest of May. So I feel like most of you, there's two conversations happening. There's going to be one that I feel happens by the end of this week. And then, you know, at the end of May, the second conversation could look like two things. Either this person tells you what they were thinking, or spirit shows you the truth of a situation. Okay, so like, in other words, you guys have a conversation during Mercury retrograde. You talk about some things, but then it falls away. That could have been because you guys needed closure. And then spirit will show you that. It's a collective. Yes, babe. Okay, so this is what spirit is basically saying. Spirit is saying in the next couple of weeks, you're going to have your definitive answer. Okay, and remember, I was saying that around the 16th, the shift in the energy is going to begin. Right? So it's like you need to spend this time, and also what's coming down the pike with this May 5th with the eclipse. You need this time to let it register all through you. Think about what it is, because very shortly it's time to move forward. All right, and bag lady and masculine or feminine, Spirit's telling you to get it out. Get it out so you could do whatever you have, whatever looking forward looks like for you. Okay? Whatever moving forward looks like for you. Okay? Because sometimes, you know, you could be in a long-term relationship and you end it, but that doesn't mean that you don't have kids together. You don't have to find a way to work together. Like, there could be more to the story, okay? You got here adventure, readiness, merit making, okay? I feel like the divine feminine, you're gonna figure out how to manage all of this, okay? And I feel like there is some level of collaboration, okay? There could be some leftover residual conversations about mutual projects, like if you owned a home together or whatever. Okay, but I feel like blessings and libation, I feel like most of you are going to be surprised by the outcome. I feel like if you think very negatively, and I'm not saying that's going to mean that you're going to get back together, but you know, not everybody has to be gone forever. And for a lot of you, this person was in some way a catalyst to an eye-opening moment. Okay, and you may recognize that this person had a important role in your awakening. Okay, so that's what I have for you guys. Okay, listen, Thursday, I'm gonna come on live, but I don't know exactly what time because I have a couple of things I have to do in the morning, but I will come on live, okay? And then anything else? Yeah, that's basically what I wanted to let you guys know. All right, so I'm wishing you all light and love, okay? I will see you guys later in the week. I just want to thank YouTube so very much. All of my supporters on YouTube, especially those of you that have been with me since the beginning, the whole 3 years, okay? And as well to TikTok, because this is about my 1-year anniversary to TikTok. And I really appreciate y'all. Y'all don't understand. I feel like I found my soul tribe, all right? So I'm wishing you all light and love and blessings on blessings, guys. Bye. Oh, you guys over there on YouTube, you guys are the bomb.com. I love you bunches. Bye, guys.